Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review. And today we're taking a look at from Target. This is Transformers Legacy, a red cog. As I said, it's a Target exclusive. I don't know if it's locked to the red card, but as with most things red in Transformers, it's an exclusive. Now, this is a double homage. Number one, it's from the Netflix War for Cybertron series, where you basically had a bunch of cog drones running around, and there was a red one. But this figure can also double as the cog to go with your Takara Legends Brave Maximus. The colors are kind of close enough. Also, as you can see, this is a battle pack. This features a number of extra weapons. Some of them are repaints from pre-existing figures. Um, so that is there. And uh, the instructions show getting most of the weapons on. I've actually modified what the instructions show just to be able to have all the weapons on. Basically, they give, if you follow the instructions, they'll give, you can mount everything but Cog's actual main rifles. That you got the pair here, which, if you remember back from my Siege review, that's actually more along to the design of the blaster that Cerebros came with. Um, so there's that. I mean, you can give that to your Legends uh, Grand, Grand, because Grand was the head. Grand was that in between transector, and then Grand Maximus was the whole kit and caboodle. So I think what we'll do is I will strip the figure down, get it back into its traditional. We'll strip it down and then take a look at the individual weapon parts, and then we'll go on from there. Okay, so we have quite a bit. So, as I mentioned, we have repaints in gunmetal gray of the blasters that originally came with Cog. We have a pair here, so there's that. Then, of course, we have this right here is a repaint of the rifle that came with Siege and Kingdom Ultra Magnus. So that's really cool. And open barrel, you can obviously attach various accoutrements. This is actually kind of nice because that's like basically a shotgun barrel with some underslung. I don't know where this came from. I think this might actually be somewhat new. I like that you have that darker coloring there towards the front. Now, I want to say this is the This almost looks like the blaster that came with Cyberverse Deluxe RC. But then I'm like, well, is it the one that came with Siege Chromia? Because I know this is the barrel that came with Siege Chromia. And, of course, I mean, it goes together. I mean, it's been so long, I honestly don't remember. But yeah, this is the barrel that came with Siege Chromia and stuff like that. But this is a cool looking blaster. This one, unfortunately, again, I don't know where it comes from. It might be a new piece. And again, you obviously can work with different barrel pieces and stuff. There's no actually stock extensions. That's I'm a little disappointed with, but there you go. I know the instructions mostly show it with this, so you get like a snub-nosed shotgun. This almost sort of looks like a retooled, broken down version of the shotgun that was used in Combiner Wars. Came with Streetwise, a couple of the Stunticons, that sort of thing. Like that Prowl, that car mode. And then finally, we have these two halves. You can either have two individual detonate explosives or peg them together and have one explosive. I'm not doing that because I don't know if I'll be able to pry them apart, and I don't want to feel like breaking a nail. And then finally, we have this special piece. Now, obviously, this looks like, again, a handgun, double-ended. You have, you can port things in however you want it. But this is special because this is designed to go with Earthrise RC as a back adapter. Basically, when you remove her sled, there's a hole that this will peg into, and then this peg will go into the hole that was there for her as a stand adapter. And this will allow her to wear the weapon cog in its weapons pack mode on her back, which was shown in the cartoon. I have, unfortunately, I have Earthrise RC packed away. I was not a fan of that mold, so yeah, we're really not going to be able to see it. But I mean, I'm sure you guys know what it looks like. There's been early leaker reviewers did that, and it made her very back heavy, and the joints weren't able to support the weight. So there is that. But again, nice little handgun. So all in all, you got all these little bits and babs. Oh, I almost forgot this thing. This is like, I guess, a barrel of some sorts, but it's the pink color. Could be just like a little vial or something. But yeah, you got all these bibs and babs that you can use with COG, distribute to other figures. I mean, unlike the battle packs that we've gotten already with this, the drone, and then the other fossil, the drone, and well, actually, that's the only one we've gotten that really were intended for other figures. I'm a little hesitant to break this up since it's really just part of that COG set. Also, really want to mention it comes wrapped in tissue paper, but not taped to the box. And the tissue paper is not taped shut. So just so you know that. Well, we'll pause, and now we'll take a look at Red COG. Okay, so for those longtime fans, you know that COG is made up of two components, gasket and grommet. And I guess it's the same for Red COG, since we never got Brave Maximus in the United States, and I don't remember their Japanese names, even though I just looked it up. But this is actually the positioning that they have you do the combined mode to load up all the weapons. The traditional positioning is with the arms here on the torso. Now, again, Siege was quite a few years ago. My original COG is packed up. Really, just, again, not worth it to pull it out for a 2-second appearance, but as you remember, you do separate. For the most part, everything still feels as tight as I remember, although as you just saw there, these little side joints, a little bit looser. I could have sworn I remember them actually pegging in. But for the transformation, going into robot mode, you basically just unpeg the waist joint there from the hips. And I have to tell you, this is actually a little bit trickier now than usual because it's black tabs slotting into a black slot. So it's a little harder to see, but there's that. And then with gasket here, I think, yeah, gasket was the top part. You just grab these on the side, you put them around, those will be the arms, come behind, flip the head up, rotate the face around, and then that peg goes into that hole, sandwich the whole thing together, and here you have COG in all its red glory. Or would that be ROG? Oh, and you know what? I put the arms on backwards. You want to have the silver facing forward. That's the fun thing about these part-forming modulators, that sometimes you just can, put things together wrong. So, of course, we can start having some fun. Here, let's take this. No, wait a minute, you know what? I didn't realize there was a hole there. There we go. Do that. Okay, get in there. Oh, what do you tell me? No, it's loose, so you know what? We'll do that. Do that. And then, there you go. And you see, you can just give them this, super shotgun with a tri-barrel blaster. And, it'd be nice if we had a friend who can come in and share their weaponizing goodness. And look who we have. It's Clampdown. Yeah, I forgot to mention in the Clampdown review that he got a masterpiece. Deep Cover did not. What up with that? So here we go. Here's a little hand blaster for him. And, you got all this other goodness in here. We can give him the little handgun here, a little pistol. Probably because he's a cop, it'll be like a little taser, but you know, and then of course you can add on blast effects. Now, in the Red Cog instructions, they do show a couple of weaponizer positions. So, again, I'm not going to go through all of them. There's a lot here you can do. There's a lot of fun to be had. So let me just break down COG for you into its component pieces. Well, first you have the arms. And let me just tell you, there's a lot here you can do with the arms. I remember being, yeah. So you can get like a little rifle type of thing. And then that piece, you know, comes up. It's a shame that that piece can't rotate on that forearm. But yeah, you got a laser here, laser there, laser there. I mean, so there. I mean, COG was my favorite weaponizer. So there's that. And then, of course, you have two of those. Then you separate the waist section here. Now, first off, start off by turning the head around. Now, they show you using this top part as a weapon like so. For me, it's a little What I like to do is the other way, where if you just leave the head up, close these panels around, and then flip up this tab, you have a shield, you have blasters, so there's that. With the grommet part here, you can just separate this. This becomes very handy because this can become a back mount and give you some heightened extensions and stuff. And then what you do here is just fold up the knees, so you get these little posts there. And one thing I think I kind of missed this the first time I looked at COG is these are missile launchers, so you can actually peg this onto the shoulder and have like missile batteries. I was using this, and I do use it as you know, foot extensions. But here, just oh, there we go. And then you can just put this in the back, and yeah, you know, I'm just creating something new here. Oh, wait a minute, no, you know what? If you're going to put this in the back, is that enough clearance? See, this is what you do. You just explore, experiment. It's going to go in that way, so just, see, it would be great if those feet came down. But then, yeah, just like that. Oh, you know what? No, there's the post. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is going to be so good. So I was right the first time. And some of these holes aren't as deep as you would think they are, so sometimes the parts will not go in, but here you go. I was going to show you the one on the instruction, but we're just freestyling now. So there goes the hole right there. You know, don't get it up in there. And the little light bar, there's enough space. There's enough space. So there you go. You start, there's your missile batteries. You can just put the arms on this way. You give them you can do forearm mounted, you can do shoulder mounted like that. And here, let's the shield. Actually, you know what? That's my papa. There we go. And this is gonna fit. This is gonna fit. Yeah, it's gonna fit. Oh god. Oh god. There we go. And there's that. And then I'm getting excited. Yeah. There you go. And, you know, I mean, this is real quick, real simple. I mean, this is right off the top of my head, and you still have a bunch of the other weapons. And if you remember, the Sideswipe mold was the poster child for weaponizing and stuff like that. So it is kind of cool that we were able to have, you know, a version of the mold here to demonstrate, since it did have a lot of ports. I can tell you that with Siege Optimus, those the red posts there, that really helped if you wanted shoulder missile launchers, because he had like the top ones. And if any figure that has like vertical holes or ones right at the top of the shoulder. So I mean, again, this is just something I just threw together. This is going completely off script, not even following the instructions. So yeah, weaponizer, a lot of fun, extra weapons, you know the drill. So how about we pause and we come back with my final thoughts. At the end of the day, COG is just a lot of fun. A figure like this is meant to go with other figures. It's meant to be part of a play pattern. So I think younger fans are going to have a lot of fun with it, but older fans will too. I mean, this can help complete your Netflix display, but also if you've got that Legends Grand Maximus, you now have another component with, because I know there was a lot of issues there with that release. We didn't get the Pretender shell and stuff like that, but you know, there's a lot here, and you know, I know that some of the figures, the weapons they've come with, haven't been wonderful, especially if you get a lot of those Cliff Jumper Bumblebee repaints with new heads. They have that bazooka that, you know, maybe you just want to give it a simple blaster, change things up. You can do that, and that's, you know, the magic of weaponizers, and that's just the magic of imagination. So definitely, Red Cog is available now on Target.com. You can also get the toy colors of Dinobot and Pterosaur. They should also be in stores if that's the way you like to shop. But other than that, this is your old pal Chuck for ROG Red Cog. We will see you next time.